My sister-in-law tried to ruin our anniversary trip, but karma had other plans, and I helped it along. So, my husband Daniel and I just celebrated 4 years of marriage, and his sister, Renee, has always had this unhealthy obsession with being the center of his world. She pulls these dramatic stunts constantly, fake car troubles at midnight, mysterious anxiety attacks that only seem to happen when Daniel and I are out enjoying ourselves. It's exhausting. And don't even get me started on the one-upping. Book a dinner at a rooftop restaurant? Suddenly Renee's posting about a 5-star tasting menu. Buy new furniture? She's redecorating her entire living room the following weekend. It got so predictable it was almost funny. Almost. The real wake-up call came when Daniel and I planned a 4-day anniversary trip to this charming little lakeside town a few hours away. We'd been putting money aside for months. It was supposed to be our thing. Quiet mornings, kayaking, no family drama. I shared one single photo of the lake view from our cabin porch with the caption, 4 years, and it just keeps getting better. Within 2 hours, Renee had booked herself into the luxury lodge, literally on the other side of the same lake. The text started immediately. Photos of her suite, her room service, her wine glass with captions like, solo trips hit different, and you really learn who you are when you travel alone. She even showed up at the lakeside bistro we'd picked for our anniversary dinner and made a loud point of telling the hostess she was dining solo by choice. Daniel was ready to pack up and leave. I told him to sit tight because I had a plan. Here's what you need to know about Renee. She cannot tolerate being excluded. If she even suspects something exciting is happening without her, she completely unravels. So, Monday morning, I posted a blurry, mysterious photo of some kayaks with the caption, "You won't believe who we ran into." Then Daniel casually mentioned to her during a brief call that we'd bumped into an old colleague of his, someone successful, well-connected, who apparently hosted private gatherings at his property nearby and had personally invited us for Tuesday. Renee's response came in under 15 minutes. A string of texts asking who it was, where the property was, whether she could stop by. Daniel told her it was a private invitation and his friend wasn't really the more the merrier kind of person. She spent the next 36 hours in a full spiral. There was no colleague. There was no private estate. We kayaked, napped, cooked pasta in the cabin, and watched a documentary about penguins. But I kept drip-feeding the story. A photo of wine glasses, a caption reading, "Some people just make you feel like you belong." A shot of a gravel road going nowhere with "best decision we've made in years." Renee drove around that town for 2 days straight. Her posts shifted from smug to frantic. Different cafes, different docks, increasingly unconvincing captions about how peaceful solo travel is. You could see the desperation bleeding through every filter. When we got home, she called fishing for details. Daniel told her his friend had already extended another invitation for next month and that the man just had a gift for making people feel special. Renee asked 3 separate times if she could get his number. Daniel said he'd ask, but that honestly, the guy was pretty selective. She's still waiting on that call back. Meanwhile, our anniversary trip turned out to be exactly what we needed. Peaceful, romantic, genuinely memorable. Once we put our phones face down and let Renee exhaust herself chasing a ghost we'd invented just for her. Some people create their own misery. We just gave hers a little direction.